falls will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the inside. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them does. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well.
In 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
back to throw. It's Knight. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting set for the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big game.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Knight. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Run in the red zone. It's Barnhart. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and receptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. Well, when he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 4 over Ball State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Morris. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. Give to the back. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Oh, what a move. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Knight. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a 1-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the 1st drive.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And some room to work. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by QB.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Football time in Tennessee is all big orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Slings it downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Stand in the end zone. Touchdown time.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Going over the top. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Back to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Mills.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Alabama.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tonight, it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.